The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the set.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Devine. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Devine. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown!
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL. I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Play action. It's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Alberto,
46 yards.
and the Broncos have moved out in front.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
To throw on second down. Devine. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the...
flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
18 Cardinal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw on third down, Devine. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Ready? Grab 50. 50 Bobcats.
On fourth down, Devine. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Williams.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Hands it off out of the gun.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Devine. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They they cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Play action. Now Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They run. It's Williams. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 30 yards.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 28, Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action with Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
From way up at the 23.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
70 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. They're within 7 now at 28-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
At their 25-yard line. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down at 4.
Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 35, Dolphins 21. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by McManus is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From way up at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Divine. That's caught right side by Anderson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Anderson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Throw left side, complete to Troutman.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard
line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Throwing on 1st down. Devine. And going deep for Hill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Devine. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. On 1st down, Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos.
Jerry Jeudy,
a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Devine. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
Back to throw. Devine. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hey, trap 50, trap 50. 65 catch, 65 catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense is.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What we hit?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Come on, come on. Hey, check that. Street. 18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw on second down. Divine. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. Divine. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
Check, man. Check. Left wing 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Wilson wants to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The kick by McManus is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Divine. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but they will probably only